Right.
And then, because it's arraignment, you can be there, and then they break the line. Anything can happen. Yeah. So my stepmother, she did some. Yeah, no, no, no. That's not her. Stepmother. No. She's done some. And one of the her, and everyone's so proud of me. So like 3 days ago, like he was up there interviewing, and I texted back like, Indian shirts are aren't the best pizza. No, I keep it. But it was just like, yeah. Right? Right? I just looked at it and I'm like, yeah.
Just one. Just one.
Yeah, that's cell phone.
Just audio. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
We always have to go light up. So did we back it up? Leave? Still did the light up. Not quiet in the area. I heard it. I just heard it.
Now, the case is going to be continued. Nick will not enter a plea. We were thinking that was going to take place today. So, also we're getting an update from the Associated Press. Nick Reiner appeared behind glass in a custody area of a Los Angeles courtroom. He was, wearing his jail garb and had his hair shaved. So this is according to people that were inside or watching this from Los Angeles. So the attorneys went into the judge's chambers to confer before his case ended up being called. So just getting some more updates on it from right now, Marie. So just A surprise, because I believe, we have some sound from when Alan Jackson came out and was going to represent Nick. I think we have that queued up. Why don't we go ahead and play that? We can talk about that on the other side.
I just have a couple of quick words. First of all, and most importantly, this is a devastating tragedy that has befallen the Reiner family. We all recognize that. Our hearts go out to the entire Reiner family. There are very, very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. These need to be thoroughly and very carefully dealt with and examined and looked at and analyzed. We ask that during this process you allow the system to move forward in the way it was designed to move forward, not with a rush to judgment, not with jumping to conclusions, but with restraint and with dignity and with the respect that this system and this process deserves and that the family deserves. So with that, we are set for January 7th for an arraignment. That's the next court date. And that's all I have to say at this point. There may be more at some other point, but today we're going to rest on where we stand procedurally, which is this was a continuance of arraignment. Nothing happened today substantively. We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January. We'll see you then.
Yeah, so Marie, we heard Alan Jackson there talking about this, talking about it being
te metes en mi culo.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming out for my court case today. Thank you so much. The Church of Scientology is prosecuting me. They are prosecuting me. I just came to court, 6 felonies, hate crimes for putting up flyers for saying Scientology is a cult. In Germany, Scientology is considered a cult. Okay, 6 felonies. I'm facing 25 years. I'm representing myself. You can find me, Defender of Ants, DOA. My name is Scott Hochstetter, Hochstetter, 16 misdemeanors, 6 felonies. Look it up, Scientology. We've been protesting for the last 2 years. A bunch of activists across the country. Cover this shit. Cover it. Thank you.
Leah Remini. Ask Leah Remini. Ask Leah Remini. Want to tell everyone I've seen the light. I love Trump. Somebody throw away this Trump. Somebody throw away these signs. Love Trump. Love Trump. We love Trump. God bless Trump. All right, who wants to God bless Trump? God bless his heart. God bless Trump. God bless Trump. God bless Trump. Right? Right, God bless. Hey, bring back Obama. Bring back Obama. Oh, bring back Bush. We want to see your Bush. Bring back Bush. Bring back Harry Bush. There's a guy named that, Harry Bush. I'm serious. Who would name the kid Harry Bush? Belén de Leon. She's a cunt. Belén de Leon. She's a cunt. Yeah. Right, guys? What else, man? Anybody gonna try to be on the voir dire during the voir dire process? A bunch of jurors in there. No? Anybody? Anybody? See, we love Trump, right, guys? Love Trump. Love Trump. God bless Trump. I've seen the light. Right? Love Trump, right? Who voted for Trump? Trump, 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 Trump. Love Trump. Everybody love Trump.
Thank you.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
No. I think you're. No, you're good. You're right in my way. You're literally in my shot. That's good. No, Matt, you're good. Okay. Yeah, that should be all right.
Wrong side of the television gates, yeah. Is he talking right here?
But I just heard that, yeah, I agree.
Wait, you just said he stepped down.
It's on live YouTube.
Will you text me?
Yes,
He's inside having this conversation with someone. I think it was his team.
subpoenas that are outstanding. There are 10 current subpoenas that are outstanding. We would ask that primary documents be issued in power for each of the 10, specifically with subpoena number 4 on the list and subpoena number 10 on the list. Counsel for both of those individuals and those parties appear before a hearing this today. This will be a no principal objections with extension of time for them to comply with the subpoena, but to maintain jurisdiction, we would ask that primary documents be issued.
We recover or we get, our counsel on behalf of Mr. Reiner gets, and that is discoverable. We'll comply with all, or counsel will comply with all discovery obligations at that time.
Can you address the council's request to provide a copy to the people?
That's the point. We think that should not be done because that would implicate ongoing investigative efforts by the defense, and it would compromise Mr. Reiner's right to a fair trial and his right to maintain his investigation with some level of confidence or confidentiality, I should say.
So at this time, the court would just seal until the next court hearing date.
Thank you.
And how else would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I, on behalf of Worthington Jackson and Quinn, and with Mr. Reiner's understanding and consent, would ask to withdraw as counsel of record based on the conversation that we've had in chambers and the explanation that we've provided to the court in chambers. We feel that we have no choice at this juncture but to withdraw as counsel and has to be relieved. The Public Defender's Office has been notified. We've had conversations with them. They are here, they're staffed, they're ready to take over. My understanding is they are ready for the appointment immediately, forthwith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kimberly Green from the Public Defender's Office. That is correct.
So the court will case, and so that firm is relieved as counsel of record, and the court appoints the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Reiner.
Thank you.
Current counsel turn over any items that they received.
We will absolutely comply with that. We've already begun. The litigation has been met.
Your Honor, there's a protective order issued by the court in place regarding the handling of discovery. Order that's remained in place for now, and we will serve a copy of that on the Public Defender's Office along with the discovery we provide.
Yes, the court will order that order.
We need from Mr. Bailey raises a very sage point. I'm under a protective order not to provide our discovery to anybody else. That would text providing the information only to Ms. Green in her office. Then I can be in full compliance with the protective order.
Anything to the people, any response to that request?
No problem. I believe the protective order spells out that it covers Mr. Jackson's firm as well as any successor counsel.
Thank you.
So you can provide everything to the screen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything further? Back on the record in People versus Nick Reiner, case number 25 CJCF 08098.
Good morning. Kimberly Green here at the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Reiner, who again is present.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Habib Bailey, representing the people of the state of California.
Thank you.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, we'd ask to put over the arraignment one last time to February 23rd, if that date is appropriate.
That date is fine, of course.
Thank you, and I will work with Ms. Green to get her discovery prior to that date.
I'll take the waiver for her. Entitled, you have a constitutional and statutory right to a speedy arraignment. Your counsel, Ms. Green from the Public Defender's Office, is requesting that your arraignment be continued to February the 23rd, 2026. In this department, do you waive your right to be arraigned today so that your matter may be continued to February 23rd, 2026 for arraignment?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is counsel joining that waiver?
I do.
The court finds that the defendant has made a knowing and intelligent waiver of his right to a speedy arraignment, and that his counsel of record joins in that waiver. Matters set for arraignment in this department, February 23rd, 2026. Bail remains at no bail. Anything further?
No, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's the end of that one. So I'll loop it.
So calling People versus Nick Reiner, case number 25 CJC F08098.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alan Jackson, on behalf of Mr. Reiner, who is present in court out of custody. I'm sorry, in custody.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Habib Balian for the people.
Your Honor, we have a matter of housekeeping that I'd like to address in chambers in dealing with the 10 subpoenas that are outstanding. There are 10 current subpoenas that are outstanding. We would ask that body attachments be issued and held for each of the 10, specifically with subpoena number 4 on the list and subpoena number 10 on the list. Counsel for both of those individuals or those parties have appeared in court. They're here with us today. We have no principled objection to an extension of time for them to comply with the subpoena, but to maintain jurisdiction, we would ask that body attachments be issued.
I don't have the list. I'd like to get a copy, and I haven't seen the proof of service, but I assume the court.
Counsel for 4 and 10 present.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure which number I am.
Number 10.
I'm counsel for number 10, and we do object to issue if that would resolve the court's concerns about retaining jurisdiction. However, we see no reason, given our appearance and the fact that we are here to issue and hold a body attachment.
And counsel for number 4.
Thank you.
In council number 10's statement, I don't see the necessity for issuing a body attachment. I too will stipulate the jurisdiction without necessarily waiving any objections we ultimately may make. But given my newness to the matter, I don't see the necessity of having a court order issued against an individual in this circumstance.
Thank you, Your Honor, and just to be clear, we do also reserve all of our objections.
Yes, and so, but as to the remaining numbers, that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those the court will issue body attachment and hold it until the next court date.
And thank you. We have no objection to counsel's representations, given the fact that both have graciously submitted to jurisdiction with regard to 4 and 10. We think that's appropriate.
Thank you. Once again, the court will issue and hold 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Thank you.
Until the next hearing date. And we'll
Does the
seal.
court have a list?
It does, and the court will seal that list as well.
We've asked
People have a copy or?
We've asked that the court seal it specifically because it is ongoing defense investigator data or evidence that we recover or we get, our counsel on behalf of Mr. Reiner gets, and that is discoverable. We'll comply with all, or counsel will comply with all discovered allegations at that time.
Can you address the counsel's request to provide a copy to the people?
That's the point. We think that should not be done because that would implicate ongoing investigative efforts by the defense, and it would compromise Mr. Reiner's right to a fair trial and his right to maintain his investigation with some level of confidence or confidentiality, I should say.
So at this time, the court will just seal it until the next court hearing date.
Thank you.
And how else would you proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I, on behalf of Workman Jackson and Quinn, and with Mr. Reiner's understanding and consent, would ask to withdraw as counsel of record based on the conversation that we've had in chambers and the explanation we've provided to the court in chambers We feel that we have no choice at this juncture but to withdraw as counsel and ask to be relieved. The Public Defender's Office has been notified. We've had conversations with them. They are here, they're staffed, they're ready to take over. My understanding is they are ready for the appointment immediately, forthwith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kimberly Green from the Public Defender's Office. That is correct.
So the court will case, and so that firm is relieved as counsel of record, and the court appoints the public defender's office to represent Mr. Reiner.
Thank you.
Current counsel turn over any items that they received.
We will absolutely comply with that. We've already begun, the engagement has been met.
Your Honor, there's a protective order issued by the court in place regarding the handling of discovery. Order that's remained in place for now, and we will serve a copy of that on the Public Defender's Office along with the discovery we provide.
Yes, the court will order that order.
Me from giving Mr. Bailey raises a very sage point. I'm under a protective order not to provide our discovery to anybody else. That would text providing the information only to Ms. Green in her office. Then I can be in full compliance with the protective order.
Anything to the people, any response to that request?
No problem. I believe the protective order spells out that it covers Mr. Jackson's firm as well as any successor counsel.
Thank you.
So we can provide everything to Ms. Green.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything further? Back on the record in People versus Nick Reiner, case number 25 CJC F08098.
In 20, Kimberly Green, PRTENE, from the Public Defender's Office, on behalf of Mr. Reiner, who again is present.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Khabib Bailey, representing the people of the state of California.
Thank you.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, we'd ask to put over the arraignment one last time to February 23rd, if that date is appropriate.
That date is fine, of course.
Thank you, and I will work with Ms. Green to get her discovery prior to that date.
I'll take the waiver for her. Entitled, you have a constitutional and statutory right to a speedy arraignment. Your counsel, Ms. Green from the Public Defender's Office, is requesting that your arraignment be continued to February the 23rd, 2026. In this department, do you waive your right to be arraigned today so that your matter may be continued to February 23rd, 2026 for arraignment?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is counsel joining that waiver?
I do.
The court finds that the defendant has made a knowing and intelligent waiver of his right to a speedy arraignment, and that his counsel of record joins in that waiver. Matter set for arraignment in this department, February 23rd, 2026. Bail remains at no bail. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
All right,
A lot of money
bye.
for a long time. Just, this mic is hot right now.
Cool,
so.
thanks, man.
Thank you. Gonna fire me. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the end of it, right?
I'm powered up. Alex.
Okay. What happened there?
More people want to have extra folks.
Good, how are you?
I know when I might be exposed to what's he going to say? I'm done. But it's that's the other thing. That's the lady in the jacket. Alan, what's your code for your phone?
Be louder. I'm going to roll it back. It's short, but it should just be. Yeah.
How's it going? Are you guys building a wall?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. This gentleman suggested this.
I'll join your wall. Yeah.
Look at the guy, which I don't want to do.
Hold up the time. It's blurry. Can't use it.
Stop!
Oh, I saw the deputy coming in.
I just thought. That's what I think.
Trying to not, and finally he's like, well, I'm not threatening you. And I was like, it's intimidation, friend. And he literally turned on the game and walked away. I was like,
So if I say saying like family they're not directly addressing that stepping down, they just say.
I think that's fair because like the statement itself, even verbatim, doesn't come away from saying context. Not commenting, but it's not happened today.
But they're not reacting.
Just saying.
Okay. I'll say that. They're not reacting to vaccine. Thanks.
Back by the elevator, so.
Oh, she might have help set up like a live shot.
Yeah, so we could get this, and we could do something else.
Yeah, because even
That's what I mean.
there, yeah.
So I mean, do something up there for 11.
Yeah, if you want to get organized with them, then I'll let them know. Okay. They might take this.
Let me make sure it's got
You coming? He's coming.
Morning, I had to withdraw as Nick Reiner's counsel. Circumstances beyond our control, but more importantly, circumstances beyond Nick's control have dictated that sadly, it's made it impossible for us to continue our representation of Nick. I'm legally and I'm ethically prohibited from explaining all the reasons why. I know that's a question on everybody's mind. We expect the public defender to step in. They've already been appointed and very capably protect Nick Reiner's interests as he moves forward through the system. But be clear, be very, very clear about this. My team and I remain deeply, deeply committed to Nick Reiner and to his best interests. In fact, we know, we're not just convinced, we know that the legal process will reveal the true facts of the circumstances surrounding this case, Nick's case. You know, a lot's been printed of late, over the last 3 weeks. A lot has been printed about Nick, printed about his family, printed about the circumstances. Speculation is in print. On December 15th, in the early morning hours, I was in New York at the time, and I got a call. Me and my team, we dropped everything. And for the last 3 weeks, we have devoted literally every waking hour to protecting Nick and his interests. We've investigated this matter top to bottom, back to front. What we've learned, and you can take this to the bank, is that pursuant to the laws of this state, pursuant to the law in California, Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder. Print that. Print that. We wish him the very, very best moving forward. And that's all I have today.
Who's that call from? Who's that call from? Your firm is forged to do this pro bono, sir.
Alan, anything you want us to know about Nick Reiner?
And another thing. Oh, sorry.
Sure. Ricardo Garcia, Los Angeles County Public Defender. I'm here with Kimberly Green, the Deputy Public Defender assigned to the Reiner case. I want to say that on behalf of the entire Public Defender's Office, we are incredibly sorry and understand the pain and suffering that the Reiner family is going through at this time, as well as the entire Los Angeles community. The Public Defender's Office and the entire staff, our hearts at this time go out to the entire family. We hope that the community will also understand that this is a challenging time for the entire legal process. We ask for your patience, your understanding as we navigate this process through the legal system, and that we will be available as we can be to address your questions when appropriate. Thank you. We learned, I believe last night or yesterday, that we were being substituted in. I'm going to let Ms. Green answer that.
Briefly this morning, but we haven't had a chance to discuss any. I spoke to Mr. Reiner briefly this morning. He was understanding that there was going to be a change in counsel. We haven't had any in-depth conversation. I have not. We'll discuss that with Mr. Reiner and see how to proceed. Not at all. It's not uncommon for private counsel to turn over cases to us, so no, nothing about that would complicate the situation. I have talked to him for only 30 seconds, so I have no idea. I only spoke to Mr. Reiner for about 30 seconds this morning. I have no comment about his mental state. I have not. We've had no contact with the family. I don't think they were aware that this was going on until this morning.
At this point in time, Ms. Green will look into the case. We'll speak with Mr. Reiner. And if you have any further questions, reach out to our media team once we have more information ourselves. This just happened today, and my understanding is he was aware of it. Ms. Green spoke with him, as you heard. And as soon as we have more information that we can share, we will share it.
Thank you. No further questions at this time.
Thank you. You can direct any further questions to our media. Green with an E at the end.
Guys, stay there. Hoffman is coming out. Don't move. Okay? You all behave. Hoffman is coming out. Behave.
Good morning. My name is Nathan Hochman. I'm the District Attorney of Los Angeles County. With me is Habib Balian. He is the Assistant Head Deputy of Major Crimes. He will be prosecuting this case. I'm here to make 3 points, and then I will not be taking questions afterwards. In our criminal justice system, every defendant is entitled to a lawyer who will zealously represent their interests and do so effectively. So too is Nick Reiner, whether it's Ellen Jackson, someone from the public defender's office, or any lawyer. He's entitled to that lawyer, and we'll make sure he gets that lawyer. Second point, in the process of dealing with that lawyer, we will make sure, the DA's office will make sure that that lawyer is provided with full discovery of all the facts that pertain to this particular situation, whether it's interviews, whether it's any type of video, whether it's any type of expert reports. We'll make sure that that lawyer gets the facts necessary to effectively represent their client in a court of law. And third point, we are fully confident that a jury will convict Nick Reiner beyond a reasonable doubt of the brutal murders of his parents, Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, and do so unanimously. Thank you very much.
Have you spoken with the family? Do you still plan on seeking the death penalty, sir?
Did you say anything?
Yeah.
I'll see you around. I'll text you later if you got time for coffee. Maybe nice to see you.
Is that Maeve? Is that you? Oh my God.
now with our attorney. So.
Okay.